up, everyone? Timmy Flyers guy here, and happy draft day, everyone. I hope we get some good picks today. I really do. I hope we get some good picks, because today I thought I would get a different camera. You here? With all my Flyers stuff. I'll be switching back in a little bit, so stay tuned for that. Well, today's draft day. I most likely will not be watching the NHL draft because I will be going on Twitter the next day to see who the Flyers got and learn about these draft picks when I go on Twitter. Or X, Twitter X. You know, Twitter in a way is kind of like Franklin Mills with the name change. Everybody calls it. It's called Philadelphia Mills, but people still call it Franklin Mills. I still call Twitter. I don't call it X. That's just how I roll. Well, anyway, the reason why I go to Twitter to check the draft picks is because I find it hard to sit down and watch a whole entire draft. I mean, drafts are not fun to watch, in my opinion. I mean, I have a very short attention span. And the only time my attention span is satisfied is when I'm actually watching hockey. That's when my attention gets satisfied. I can't take any satisfaction in watching an NHL draft. I tried to, but I could not sit through all 150 picks. Or how long? Well, there were a lot of picks. It's a 2-day process, so I most likely will be watching out for new draft picks on Twitter. So I won't be watching the draft. It's just, I can't really pay attention to a draft. It's hard to pay attention. It really is. I feel like I'm sitting in a classroom when I watch a draft. It feels like I'm literally sitting in a classroom when I watch a draft. So, I will be checking Twitter. I will be gathering off-season information for the Flyers, and when I come back and I will be doing an episode of the Timmy Flyers Got podcast that will be talking about what happens in the off season. And I will be including all the draft picks from each round. I'll be checking the draft picks on Twitter, and I'll be taking notes of all the signings and all the draft picks and all the moves that the Philadelphia Flyers made in the off season. Folks, I'll be right back. I got a lot more that I need to say. Okay, just had to switch my camera for a second. I'm back. Like I said, I'm all for NHL drafts. I think they're very instrumental in the careers of NHL players. And I have to say that they are pretty damn awesome. That they're pretty damn awesome concept. But the thing is, they're not awesome to watch. Drafts are not fun to watch. I feel like I'm at an assembly and they're doing a roll call at an assembly. It's just how I feel about that. I got nothing against the NHL draft. I think they're great. The one in Philadelphia, I really like that one. I thought that was fun to watch. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, if the draft was in Philly and the draft was here, I would definitely watch it on TV. Believe me, I would. But I'm just not really interested in watching the draft. I mean, if I was living without Twitter, if Twitter didn't exist, then maybe I would watch the draft. But I could also look at my paper and see who they drafted. So in a way, I'm not very excited for the draft. I'm excited for the picks. To tell you the truth, I'm more excited for the 2024-2025 Philadelphia Flyers season. So that's how I feel about that. Also, I'd like to congratulate Philadelphia Flyer, former Flyer Jeremy Roenick. He was just inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame. I will be doing a classic Flyers theater video about Jeremy Roenick and his time with the Philadelphia Flyers. And congratulations, Jeremy Roenick. A lot of people in Philly are still mad at him for crying tears of joy after the Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup. We have to forget about that. Jeremy Roenick was a great player. He was a great attraction for this hockey team. And then you gotta admit, he was an all-around great guy, great sense of humor, one of the best players that we got. He was fun to watch. He did some outrageous stuff for game time. But like I said, congratulations, JR, the new member of the Hockey Hall of Fame. Always remember him in Philadelphia when he spent 3 seasons here in Philadelphia, 2001, 2002, 2002, 2003, and his last year with the Flyers in 2003, 2004. Great guy, great player, well-deserved honor for one of the NHL's best players. So guys, thank you for joining me here on this vlog. Like I said, I will not be watching the draft. I can't, there's no excitement in watching the draft. But once I go on Twitter, I'm going to see who we got. I'm going to see who we got, see what I think of these new draft picks, and that's it from there. Guys, happy draft day, and let's go Flyers.